Okay, let's unpack this. We all chase it. We all want more of it, happiness.
Hmm.
For so long, it kind of felt like this elusive thing, like winning the lottery of good moods or just being born lucky.
Right, like it's completely out of our hands.
But what if it's not just chance? What if there's an actual science to it?
Well, what's fascinating and honestly incredibly empowering based on the material you shared is that the science says exactly that.
Really?
Yeah, this field, positive psychology, it's really dug into human flourishing.
Yeah.
And a key finding that just jumps out is this. Sure, circumstances and genetics, they play a role,
Okay.
but a really significant chunk of your happiness, it's within your reach. It's shaped by your thoughts, your actions, your habits.
Right. So, our mission in this deep dive, using the sources you provided as our map, is to cut through the noise.
Get straight to the point.
Yeah, get straight to what this science actually tells us about building a genuinely happier life actively. This is your shortcut, really, to understanding these powerful insights. Let's jump in.
Let's do it.
So, the research suggests we need to shift our thinking a bit.
How so?
Don't see happiness as some final destination you arrive at, but more like a state you can continuously cultivate, like a garden you tend.
I like that analogy. And the science points to some clear building blocks or pillars that are, well, essential for this.
Essential building blocks. All
If
right.
we connect this to the bigger picture, these aren't just, feel-good ideas. They are backed by pretty robust data. The
Right.
first pillar, the one that maybe stands out most forcefully in the research you shared, is the profound power of connection.
Connection. Okay, that makes intuitive sense, but what's the science say?
Well, when you look at the data, it's almost startling. Strong, positive social relationships.
Mm.
They consistently come up as among the most powerful predictors, not just of happiness,
Oh,
but even of how long we live.
wow. Longevity, too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It really underscores just how deeply wired we humans are for social interaction.
Huh. So it's baked into our biology?
Exactly. It's not just warm fuzzies either.
Yeah.
The material highlights the neurochemistry at play.
Oh.
Meaningful connections release oxytocin, that bonding hormone,
Right, the cuddle hormone.
Yeah, that one. It fosters trust, and crucially, it creates a vital buffer against stress. It's like having a built-in support system, biologically speaking.
A biological buffer. Okay, so how do we translate that really powerful finding into everyday life? How do we live it based on what the sources suggest?
Well, it really comes down to intentionally investing your time, your energy, which are precious, right?
Definitely.
Investing those into your relationships, actively nurturing bonds with family, with friends, with your community.
So being deliberate about it.
Exactly. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you scheduling that coffee? Making that call you've been meaning to? Or, maybe most importantly, are you truly present when you are with the people who matter?
That presence piece feels key. Not just being in the room, but really with them.
For sure. And one example that really resonated from the material was how some cultures, like in the Philippines, they view strong family ties not just as important, but as a fundamental cornerstone of well-being.
So it's culturally embedded as essential.
Precisely. It's a powerful, real-world illustration of how foundational connection truly is.
Okay, so connection is huge. Pillar one. But the research you provided also makes it clear that happiness isn't just about who you're with.
Right.
It's also heavily influenced by what's going on inside your own head.
Mm-hmm. And that brings us nicely to the second pillar. Mindset matters.
Mindset matters. Okay.
This science reveals just how much our internal thought patterns, the stories we tell ourselves, shape the very reality we experience.
It's that powerful.
It seems so. And it's not just about, chanting positive affirmations, right?
Right, I was wondering about that.
The material highlights specific practices with real scientific backing. Take gratitude, for example.
Okay, gratitude.
Actively noticing and appreciating the good things, big or small. The research indicates this practice can actually rewire neural pathways in your brain.
Wait, rewire, like physically change the brain.
That's what the studies suggest, literally boosting your sense of well-being over time.
That's fascinating. That's a physical change, not just a mental exercise. Okay, so gratitude. What else about mindset? What about facing challenges?
Yes, that's where optimism comes in. Maintaining a hopeful outlook even when adversity hits,
Which is hard sometimes.
of course. But pairing that hopeful outlook with a growth mindset.
Growth mindset.
Yeah, the belief that your abilities aren't fixed, that they can develop through effort and learning. You put optimism and growth mindset together, and you have a powerful combination linked directly to resilience and, yes, greater happiness.
Resilience and happiness. Got it. So how do you start shifting your mindset based on these insights? The suggestions are surprisingly practical, actually.
Yeah, they don't require huge upheavals.
Right. You could try gratitude practice, like maybe just jotting down 3 to 5 things you're thankful for each day.
Simple, but effective over time. The goal isn't forced positivity, but actively training your brain to notice the good that's already there.
Okay. And what about those negative thoughts we all have?
Another suggestion is learning to gently challenge those, not fighting them necessarily, but recognizing them, seeing them for what they are, and softly reframing them if possible.
Gently challenge and reframe. Okay.
And embracing that growth mindset means looking at difficulties not as like insurmountable walls, but as chances to learn and develop, opportunities.
Okay, so connection, mindset, understanding the science there's powerful. But the sources you shared make it clear that happiness isn't just about who you're with or what you think.
There's more.
It's also profoundly shaped by what you actually do.
Bingo. That's our third pillar, the action happiness link.
The action happiness link.
And this research is really clear. Our behaviors, our actions, have a direct and significant impact on how we feel.
So what we do changes how we feel.
Absolutely. And this pillar gives us a real toolkit of actions we can take. Physical exercise is a classic example, right?
Yeah. Everyone knows exercise is good for you.
Right. Partly because of its immediate impact, it releases endorphins, those natural mood boosters, and it's a proven stress reducer.
Okay, so move your body. What else?
Acts of kindness are also incredibly potent.
Being kind to others.
Yeah. The material points out that helping others actually triggers the reward centers in our brain. It creates what's sometimes called a helper's high.
A helper's high. I like that.
It feels good to do good because, well, our brains are kind of wired that way.
Interesting. So kindness isn't just nice, it's neurologically rewarding.
Seems that way. And then there's mindfulness.
Mindfulness. We hear that word a lot.
We do. It's essentially the practice of paying attention to the present moment without getting caught up in judgment about it.
Just noticing.
Exactly. This helps cut down on rumination, getting stuck in negative thought loops and stress, and it opens us up to appreciate life as it's actually happening.
Okay. Anything else in the action toolkit?
Pursuing meaningful goals is also crucial.
Meaningful goals.
Yeah, when you're working towards something that aligns with your core values, something that matters to you, it provides a deep sense of purpose and accomplishment. And that's a fundamental part of well-being.
Purpose and accomplishment. Got it.
Oh, and plus, don't underestimate the power of nature.
Getting outside.
Simply spending time outdoors has been shown to lower stress hormones and significantly improve mood.
Huh. So, making that actionable, based on what we've learned, the live it examples seem pretty straightforward.
That's very doable.
Like take a brisk walk, even a short one helps. Do a small favor for someone you know, or maybe even a stranger.
Small acts count.
Try just 5 minutes of guided mindfulness, maybe focusing on your breath.
Accessible.
Set a small, achievable goal that matters to you, and importantly, take the first step.
Get the ball rolling.
Or simply pause outside for a few minutes and really notice the plants, the sky, the air around you. Just connect with nature for a moment.
Small things, potentially big impact. Now, as we explore this science, the material introduces an important nuance. This concept of a happiness set point.
Ah, yes, the set point theory.
What is that exactly?
Well, it's the idea that we all seem to have a kind of default baseline level of happiness. It's influenced to some extent by our genetics.
So like an internal thermostat for well-being.
That's a good way to put it, yeah.
Okay.
And then there's something related called hedonic adaptation, which is fascinating.
Hedonic adaptation.
Sounds complex.
It just means our tendency to get used to things, both the really good stuff and the really bad stuff.
Get used to things.
Yeah, like you might get a huge promotion or win the lottery, right?
Yeah.
And for a while, your happiness spikes way up.
Sure.
Or you might experience a significant loss and it dips sharply down. But the theory suggests that over time, we often adapt, we adjust, and we tend to drift back towards that personal baseline, that set point.
Okay, so if you have this genetic set point and you adapt to major events, does that mean your happiness level is kind of fixed?
That's the crucial question, isn't it? And the live it insight here is really powerful.
Yeah.
While you maybe can't erase that set point, consistently engaging in the intentional activities we've been discussing.
The connection, the mindset stuff, the actions.
Exactly. Gratitude, kindness, pursuing goals, building connection. Doing those things helps you live much more consistently at the higher end of your potential happiness range.
Ah, okay. So you're operating within your range, but pushing towards the top end of it more often.
That's a fantastic way to think about it.
Yeah.
You're not changing the fundamental capacity, perhaps, but you're maximizing its expression. You're ensuring you're operating at your happiest potential more of the time.
I like that. Maximizing potential. Okay.
And all these pillars and concepts feel like maybe a lot to take in at once.
It can feel a bit overwhelming, yeah.
The sources offer a really encouraging practical takeaway. Small steps, big smiles.
Small steps, big smiles.
It just emphasizes that you don't need some radical overnight change. The science really indicates that it's the small, consistent efforts,
Consistency is key.
right? They compound over time to create significant improvements in well-being.
Okay, so don't feel like you have to do everything perfectly right away.
Definitely not. The material even provides a list of incredibly simple steps you could literally start today.
Okay, like what? Give us some examples.
Like having just one meaningful conversation with someone you care about.
One conversation. Doable.
Or expressing gratitude by simply taking a moment to savor one unexpected good thing that happened today. Finding one small positive.
Just one thing. Okay.
Move your body. Even just a 10-minute walk makes a difference, the research shows.
10 minutes. Most people can find that.
Be kind. Offer a genuine compliment or a helping hand to someone.
Small act of kindness.
And stay present. Spend just a few minutes focusing on your breath or the sensations around you.
Okay, those are truly actionable, like right now, things.
Exactly. Very low barrier to entry.
And speaking of staying grounded in reality, the sources also include a crucial, gentle reminder.
Very important.
This deep dive into the science of happiness, it isn't about chasing some constant state of perfect euphoria, is it?
No, absolutely not. Life has ups and downs. Challenges are inevitable. That's part of being human.
So what is the goal then, if not constant bliss?
Exactly. The goal isn't to eradicate difficult emotions like sadness or stress. That's not possible or even desirable, really. It's more about building a stronger foundation of well-being.
Stronger foundation.
Yeah, increasing your resilience so you can navigate those tough times more effectively. And generally, building a greater capacity for experiencing joy and finding meaning in your life.
Capacity for joy and meaning. Okay.
And it's really important to echo the note from the material here. If you are struggling with persistent unhappiness or maybe serious mental health challenges,
Yeah.
reaching out to a healthcare professional is absolutely key. These principles we've discussed are powerful supports for sure.
But they're not a replacement.
No, they are not a replacement for professional help when it's needed. That's crucial.
Got it. So let's bring it back to that core message from the material. You have the power.
That's the empowering part.
It's not some secret recipe or magic pill. It's about understanding these evidence-based principles derived from actual scientific research.
Yep.
And consciously choosing to apply them in your life.
The science provides a powerful toolkit. And by embracing these insights from your sources, by putting them into practice, you absolutely can actively shape a more joyful, fulfilling, and authentically happy life.
One intentional step at a time.
One step at a time.
So wrapping up this deep dive then, a key takeaway from the science you provided seems to be this. While genetics and circumstances, yeah, they play a part.
They do.
A significant portion of our happiness is profoundly influenced by intentional actions. Things we choose to do focused on connection, mindset, and behavior.
Well summarized.
And by consistently applying these evidence-based principles, we can learn to live much more consistently at the higher end of our own potential happiness range.
It really highlights the agency we have, doesn't it?
Okay.
The toolkit, derived directly from research, is available to us. We can choose to cultivate well-being.
The material gave us such clear, practical direction. So now, directly to you, our listener, the final provocative question straight from the source material is this. What scientific happiness principle will you try today?